Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. In this video we're going to take a look at the Biker Scout as it appeared in Return of the Jedi. In front of me here you can see I have a loose Biker Scout. This figure was released by Kenner in 1983 and is one of very few figures that actually stands up to close inspection compared to the modern figures that Hasbro are producing today. The sculpt on this figure is amazing, really nice amounts of detail and fabric folds and all sorts of little bits and bobs all over it. And if you compare this to the modern Hasbro figures, it just looks just as good as the modern figures. It only has simple amounts of articulation as these old figures do. You know, you can rotate the arms, rotate the head and legs, and it comes with a super cool weapon. I always thought the Biker Scout's pistol was a particularly nicely designed little blaster. In the background here you can see I have a carded version of a Biker Scout. This is actually an open card, but it still looks pretty nice on display. The artwork on the front is a great photo of the Biker Scout sitting upon a speeder bike, and on the back you can see this is a 77 back card, so the Biker Scout, where is he? Number 16 there in the middle, and it shows a few other offers. The other great thing, of course, with the Biker Scout is that it had a dedicated vehicle to go with it, which was the Biker Scout speeder bike, as you can see here. Obviously, because of the way the figures are articulated, the Biker Scout couldn't sit on the speeder bike as you see him sit in the movie, so they did a very it's sort of a little basic ad of a little T-bar across the middle where that hold his feet on. It looks a little bit naff, but really, for figures of the time, this is actually a pretty good vehicle and a pretty good way for him to sit. The detail on the vehicle is excellent as well. Lots of nice sort of markings and little bits of cabling underneath. And also you have the flaps on the back that as you move the legs, the flaps move. And that's quite a nice little feature. But obviously it means that these flaps are particularly rare and you're always losing them. It also has one great gimmick, which is if you press the button, then the speeder bike explodes. So as you're chasing through Endor, it will explode and your biker is thrown off the bike as it explodes. So that's quite a nice little feature and a great little gimmick if you're playing around. But of course, lots of pieces, lots of bits get missing. So this vehicle, although surprisingly small, it's actually surprisingly hard to get a complete one, just because there's always bits of it missing, and you end up with them looking more like this, which is a spare one I have where the little flaps are missing off the back, but it still looks reasonable on display even with the little flaps missing. The Biker Scout is a lovely figure, and of course with the Imperial figures you can army build, and these do look really nice if you have a few rows of them together, and it also means that you can make some great battle scenes between these and the Ewoks if you want to build a nice sort of indoor diorama. Biker Scouts are not particularly hard to find. You can pick them up fairly cheaply all over the place. They do tend to suffer with paint rubs because there's a lot of black paint on the hands. They generally have a lot of paint rubs on them, but you can still find quite nice mint examples without too much work. And as I've shown on my videos, if you've got some beta figures, they are quite easy to touch up if you want to do that, to add them to your own collection. It is a lovely figure, well worth getting. If you're Star Wars fans, you'll probably already have a few of these in your collection, so it's just a nice figure to have. So I hope that's been of interest for you, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow toy-polloi on Twitter and Facebook.